Hi guys, welcome to another audio video elaborating Ezekiel 19 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, Moreover, take thou up a lamentation for the princes of Israel, and say, What is thy mother? A lioness? And she lay down among lions, she nourished her whelps among young lions, and she brought up one of her whelps. It became a young lion, and it learned to catch the prey. It devoured men. The nations also heard of him. He was taken in their pit, and they brought him with chains unto the land of Egypt. Now, when she saw that he was weighted, and her hope was lost, then she took another of her whelps, and made him a young lion. And he went up and down among the lions. He became a young lion, and learned to catch the prey, and devoured men. And he knew their desolate palaces, and he laid waste their cities, and the land was desolate, and the fullness thereof, by the noise of his roaring. Then the nations set against him on every side from the provinces, and spread their net over him. He was taken in their pit. And they put him in chains, and brought him to the king of Babylon. They brought him into holes, that his voice should no more be heard upon the mountains of Israel. Thy mother is like a vine in thy blood, planted by the waters. She was fruitful and full of branches by reason of many waters, and she had strong rods for the scepters of them that bear rule. And her stature was exalted among the thick branches, and she appeared in her height with the multitude of her branches. But she was plucked up in fury, she was cast down to the ground, and the east wind dried up her fruit. Her strong rods were broken and withered, the fire consumed them. And now she is planted in the wilderness, in a dry and thirsty ground, and the fire is gone out of a rod of her branches, which hath devoured her fruits, so that she hath no strong rod to be a scepter to rule. This is a lamentation, and shall be for a lamentation. Alright, guys. In this chapter, it speaks of basically a lion. So the lion's mother brought him up, and he was among lions and learned the ways of lions, and he went about devouring men. And here you have it, that her first child was taken and was brought into the pits in chains, and likewise the other followed suit, because he went about doing the same thing that she did. This is to say that you cannot do the same acts and expect a different result. And that's basically what the children of Israel did. They continually disobey God and turn away from God, doing as their hearts led them, and not what the words of God told them to do, not God's ordinances, not his precepts that he set forth, not his governance, not his rulings. They followed after their own hearts, and time again they do this, and so we see that they're taken into captivity. They basically suffer for that, because they continually do the same actions, and they cannot get different results from it. If you continually do the same actions over and over again, wrong and ill-informed actions, then you will yield no favorable results. Alright, so guys, that's what I want you to take from this scripture. Very short, but very informative. Alright, so guys, please remember to continue to walk in your salvation, and if you've not gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.